The vetting committee of the opposition National Democratic Congress, the NDC, has completed vetting aspirant vying for various national positions in the party. The committee, which is chaired by General Carl Mode, has approved 89 aspirants to contest in the upcoming National Delegate Congress in November. My colleague Kwesi Parker-Wilson has the rest of the story.
In all, 93 candidates were vetted. 89 were approved and 4 disqualified for failing to meet the eligibility criteria set by the party. The 4 disqualified are Elikem Kotoko and Wanda Madilo, both for National Youth Organizer position, Deputy National Organizer aspirant Michael Kumbo, and National Executive Committee aspirant Cecilia Asaga. National Organizer and a member of the vetting committee, Kofi Adam, says the process was challenging.
Some have worked so hard for this party, but then you have to take a decision to say that they are not qualified because they are not qualified. It's a difficult thing to do. And many of these persons are friends, some of whom have done things for you personally that you owe it to them. But still you have to take a decision for the good of the party and the good of the country. So it's not an easy job to be put on the vetting committee. So yes, it's challenging, but you have to do it. Somebody must do it. And we've gotten the work done, and we've done it so well. 3
of them are challenging that disqualification. The 89 approved aspirants balloted for position on the ballot paper. Samuel Ofosuampofo is competing with 4 others for the national chairmanship position. He picked the number 2 position on the ballot paper, and he believes it is a testament of God's ordained victory.
2 is very, very significant. 2 first means our slogan is too sure for victory. The two sign is a victory sign. I mean, when you say this, it's a victory sign. And for us, when I was coming, I was praying to God. I said, look, let me get victory in the next election. And to get victory, give me the number 2 position. And if I get the number 2 position, then I know that victory is sure. So we have said that 2 direct, too sure victory.
Chairman aspirant Alhaji Hudiyaya will be the 3rd on the ballot paper. He said it does not have any spiritual or political significance. It is the quality of message that counts.
No, there's no science to it. There's no science to it. I don't indulge in what should I say, superstition. All of us cannot be number 1. All of us cannot be number 2. So it's just a way of arranging us, for the election. So the important thing is in the work, the quality of work that we give out.
Deputy General Secretary Koku Ahyedoho, who is competing with Johnson Asedin Ketia for the General Secretary job, is number 1 on that ballot paper.
I think that it's now very, very official that Koku Ahyedoho is vying for the position of General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. And I believe that, God willing, come Congress Day, the delegates will vote for the number 1 position. And party first, party first, party first. It's as simple as that.
But Johnson Asedin Ketia is of the opinion position on the ballot paper is just a number.
It doesn't mean anything. We are 2 people, so we are 2 people. One will be first, one will be second. It doesn't change anything. So it doesn't change anything.
The NDC's National Delegate Congress will be held on November 3 at the La Trade Fair Center. For JoyNews, I am Kwesi Parker-Wilson.
Now, one of the disqualified aspirants, Elikem Kotoko, who wants to contest for the position of National Youth Organizer, is here with me in the studio. Elikem, thank you for your time. Thanks for joining me. So you were vetted last Thursday, but you were disqualified. What reasons did they give you?
Thank you so much, and good morning to our viewers. Yes, indeed, I was vetted last Thursday. I believe that there was a human error. I was said not to have held an executive position in the past at a lower level. Unfortunately, that is not true. I did hold a position at the time. That was in Takoradi constituency as a co-opted member of my constituency. I felt what ought to have been done at the time was to verify, but the committee didn't do so. I believe strongly that that will be done because I have...
But how does they asked you?
Yes,
and you responded?
I was asked and I responded.
Okay, but did they give you the reason for disqualifying you at the time? Did you know before you got out of the building?
I was only told on a couple of other things. For instance, some reference was made to my membership card and status, etc. So I was expecting that at least there may have been an official, there need to be an official communication. It wasn't done, but that is my party. I mean, I don't hold any qualms with that.
I get it, but I'm just looking at how the communication was done. Did they tell you there and then that you're disqualified because of these reasons?
They only told me I was disqualified, but without the reasons. Because, for instance, I thought it was even because of the membership, the card. And so it was later on I heard one of the panelists on radio say that it is because I never held a position in the past. So I felt then it was right for me to appeal that decision because it was a flawed argument, and as a party which is an enabler for equal opportunity providing, it is just that as a young man I put in the process. Don't forget, the vetting is just one of the phases, and so after going through the vetting, whatever be the outcome, if you feel you're not happy, then there's need for you to activate the second phase, which was to appeal or petition the appeals committee.
Okay. So have you done that already?
I have done that already. I believe by noon, my constituency then, former constituency, which is a Takoradi constituency, and the region have all decided to even write officially to notify the appropriate authorities. So I believe what was wrong was right, will be righted in
okay, so you're expecting a callback?
I'm expecting to be cleared. So permit me to say I have been disqualified to be qualified.
Oh, but you don't know that for sure? You're hoping, because you're hoping based on what you filed?
Yes, because this is an incontrovertible evidence that shows that I held that position, for which reason, it being the yardstick for my disqualification, then I should be qualified or cleared when that is submitted to the
You made reference to membership.
Yes.
Is that an issue for you?
It is not an issue at all. It is not an issue.
How long have you been a member of the NDC?
I have been a member of the NDC as far back as 1998. Yes, 1998. I recall.
And you've had a card since?
I have had a card since 2009. 2008.
Okay. But so what's the requirement in terms of that, in terms of being a member and having proof of it?
Well, you are supposed to be a member in good standing. So
what does that mean?
You must have paid your dues up to date. And in my case, for instance, I believe the secretary at my my branch, mistakenly didn't feel some portion of my due that I had paid. And so that was also a question that was thrown to me. But I explained myself well that that was a mistake from her end. And there was avenue for verification through the branch and through the constituency to confirm whether I was a fully paid up member or not. And I'm sure that was also done. The little error was only the fact that maybe they failed to cross-check from my constituency, former constituency, whether what I said was true or not. Yeah.
So if the appeal is heard, when do you expect to know whether you're contesting or not?
I believe the vetting committee finished their work yesterday. So from today to tomorrow, the appeals committee may begin sitting. And I am hopeful tomorrow or next I will be called. As a result, I have not relented in everything I've been doing in the past.
You're still campaigning?
Everything is normal with me. I'm not anxious. I'm not apprehensive. I'm very comfortable. And I know that you're speaking with the next National Youth Organizer.
Why do you want to be National Youth Organizer?
The youth need a certain strength, a certain character. And don't forget that the youth remain the engine room of every political party. If you take a look at the NDC in particular, for instance, our communication department relies heavily on the youth. The women organizer also have a section of their members being youth. And so we need that persona with a certain character of intelligence, being analytical, eloquent enough, and being able to understand party structures and relate with the youth in order to rally them all towards a common goal. Mind you, it is an undeniable fact again that we have been losing elections on tertiary campuses, for instance. We need to change all that. So we need an individual who can understand, who understands all this and can translate all this into vote for the NDC. Because as a party that is social democratic in nature, we should be the most attractive even to the youth.
Elikem, we wish you well.
Thank you so much, Mama V.